Alright, hello everyone, it's Happy, and after a long break, I am back. I had to do a lot of moving, a lot of exams, but getting that out of the way, we're going to have normal videos once again. So today we're going to be talking about the Leopard 1. I finally got my hands on this tank after not wanting it for years, and basically I am not super impressed, but I'm also not super duper disappointed. I'm not doing too well in it. I'm doing around 3,000 average. It's not amazing. It's not bad. It's all right. But the tank itself is quite unique. And I really struggle to play with it because, again, I don't know the proper spots for mediums, and even if I do play mediums, I don't necessarily like to play tanks that have absolutely no armor whatsoever. The one thing I did like about this tank a lot was the fact that it had a really nice gun. So overall, the aim time and gun handling is just very, very good on this tank. The accuracy as well is amazing. This tank is very good at snapshotting. The DPM is out of the roof, so you can pretty much destroy a lot of tanks in a duel, especially if it's a heavy tank and they don't have, proper mobility. You can absolutely circle them around with your mobility and destroy them with ease. Again, the biggest factor of this tank is the fact that it has no armor. So if you're a player that is new to Blitz, please don't try and get the Leopard. I have said this many, many times. A lot of people come into Blitz and they really want to try and play the Leopard because they're like, wow, it's an MBT, the Leopard 2 is a modern tank, so the Leopard 1 is also probably great. No, that's not the case at all. Everyone's going to pen you everywhere. You're going to get HE'd into the turret and the side of the hull very, very easily, and you just won't have a nice day at all. This tank is, again, for very, 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 good players or maybe above average players. Even average players shouldn't even try and play this tank because I don't think it's going to be that fun. You're not going to be doing a lot in this tank, and you're pretty much going to die very, very easily. Now, another thing I really like about the Leopard is the fact that it can change its flanks very easily. Again, this is regarding the mobility, but I'm talking about its versatility. So I sometimes like to play this at the end of the second line, maybe even close to my TDs. If I'm the only medium, I would, try and spot the enemies. But if there's loads of mediums, I can actually sit back because of the gun and casually shoot from afar. That's completely fine. And you can also try and spot other tanks from there, especially because you're a medium, you're going to be outspotting a lot of tanks. And this tank allows you to play, quite a versatile role. Sometimes you want to play on the front line when you know that the risk of being absolutely annihilated is quite low. You can play on the front line, but sometimes there's going to be too many heavy tanks on the enemy team, and then you actually want to sit back onto the second line. Or another thing you would like to do in this tank is more or less go for TDs that are around in the open by themselves. So for example, a tank would sometimes push the other flank on its own. That is easy prey for the Leopard. That's what the Leopard is supposed to do. It's supposed to kind of kill off tanks that are stuck on their own. In 1v1 duels, this tank is great, but as soon as there's a higher caliber tank or you're in a city situation, the Leopard is not going to feel very, very comfortable. Again, that is just my opinion of this tank. Overall, I really, really like this tank. It's just that it's hard to play, which makes it quite unique, and the experience itself was quite enjoyable. But then again, I would never say that the Leopard is OP, but I would also never say the Leopard is too weak. So with that, Happy is out, and I'll definitely see you guys next time. Bye-bye.